Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans. I'm Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency. I want to take this opportunity to condemn the gruesome murder of one Albert Ojwang at Central Police Station, Nairobi. I want to demand that the officers who committed this heinous act must be arrested and charged with murdering one innocent man, Albert Ojwang. The apex of the law, the Constitution, and the Penal Code outlines clearly on how matters should be dealt with once an arrest is made. Going to an extent of murdering an innocent man, moving all the way from Nairobi, wasting government resources in the name of Subarus, going down to Homa Bay, passing so many counties to arrest one person whose only mistake was to speak the truth on social media, was only to outline how Kenyans are suffering, was only to show Kenyans that there is high cost of living, that there is overtaxation, and that there is unemployment in this country. By pointing out unruly officers in the government by the name Eliud Langat, who is a Deputy Inspector General of Police, you take an opportunity to go all the way to Homa Bay, arrest an individual, arrest Albert, move all the way back to Nairobi, noting that there are so many police stations within Homa Bay County. You bypassed all those police stations, came back to Nairobi, took an innocent young man from the dad with an intention to kill, premeditated the death of one Albert Ojwang. Reaching Central Police Station, you tell us stories which we only hear in movies that Albert Ojwang hit his head severely on the on the wall. Does not add up. It's so sad. And what a time to live in this country, Mr. President, under your watch. You need to take time and reflect. You need to sit alone for a whole day. Reflect how you were brought up. Reflect how your mom brought you up. As you always say that you were brought up from a very humble background. Reflect on that. Reflect how far you've come to where you've reached. Reflect on what you want to do to Kenyans and reflect on the legacy that you want to leave behind. And I want to say that it is quite unfortunate that there are so many abductions, there are so many deaths of young men in this country. Since when are young people killed in a nation? Since when are the Gen Zs killed in different nations? Since when? It is only in Kenya that these things are happening. And it is happening because these young men are demanding for justice, social justice, are demanding for their rights. And the extent that we are going as a nation is so wrong because under your watch as the president, so many deaths are occurring. The main reason why people get to power is so that they can become better, not being bitter. It's so that they can better the lives of others, not taking the lives of others. It's so that they can ensure that people's lives are changed for the best. But what are we seeing in return? We are seeing bitterness, we are seeing cruelty, and too much cruelty breeds so much hatred, which is now occurring in this country. I want to inform the government that nobody will fear you. You cannot spread fear to a person who has nothing to lose, a person with no jobs, a person who experiences overtaxation, a person who experiences high cost of living, high cost of education, high cost of health. You cannot make such a person be fearful. And therefore you need to change your strategy because they have nothing to lose but just the chains that are tying them tightly. And I can assure you that within no time, there will be serious actions in this nation because people are hurting, people are going through a lot, people are depressed. And this death of Albert Ojwang should not just be a statistic. Kenyans should note and take mental note and take action against any other person who might come for their lives. I want to tell you that Albert's dad went through a lot. As he said yesterday on media, that he spent 20 years going to a quarry, mining stones, not precious stones, but normal stones for construction, kokoto, just to educate Albert. Went through a lot in life to educate Albert. Then Albert graduated, became a teacher, had a 1-month-old child, a young family, a wife left behind, just for you to come and take the life of this innocent soul. We are watching you keenly. As a leader, I will speak my mind, and I will never give you the key to my brains. I will never suspend my reasoning just for blind following. I will die where Kenyans are dying. I will be with the Kenyans. And to the Inspector General of Police, please move with action. By now, it would be an honor if you would have resigned. But because of greed for power, I know you won't. So what you can do is to take action against these culprits who have taken the life of an innocent young man. Thank you and God bless you.